Good evening, everyone. Toastmasters International is a non-profit organization which is founded by a leader named Ralsei Smedley in mission to improve communication and leadership skills amongst members across the globe. So Toastmasters International has about many clubs in 150 countries, and Chennai Wordsmith Toastmaster is one of the clubs in the Toastmasters fraternity. Chennai Toastmasters is one of the oldest clubs in Tamil Nadu and the second community club in Tamil Nadu. So there are a few guidelines that all of us need to follow during this meeting. So the first rule is to kindly put your cell phones on silent or switch it off. Then kindly refrain from moving in and out. And even if it's an online meeting, I request you to please keep your video on and encourage the speakers. Also, Toastmasters International follows this code called RISE, R-I-S-E, Respect, Integrity, Service, and Excellence. With this, I would like to hand over the control to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Abhishek.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anandita, for taking up this role and also having a zeal to present the role. So I welcome you all to this meeting number 586 of Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmasters Club. Today morning, I was just scrolling through YouTube and Facebooks as usual on a weekends. So I just came across a story as narrated in the book's way. So during training practices in Israel military, they divided the whole troop into 3 parts. So they named it as an intelligent, regular, and not so regular or poor. So they graded each military forces and divided the 105 participants into these 3 groups. So 35 in each group. So they divided the 105 team members. All of them have been given training. The same training have been given to all the 3 sets of people by different set of cadres, that is a different set of officers. But when tested after 30 or 45 days, when tested upon their skills and excellence, the persons who have been categorized as the excellent scored an average of 80%. And the persons who have been called as a regular or the second class of peoples, they scored an average of 70%. And the persons who have been classified as the third category, they have scored an average of 60%. That is when the troops or the paramilitary forces revealed something. So these 3 categories have not been bifurcated or trifurcated based on their excellence or based on their gradings. This categorization has been done on a random basis, in which case an excellent person or excellent personnel can also be in the third category, who scored just a score of 60% as compared to his cadre of excellence who scored a percentage of 80%. The author called this as a chameleon effect. So what does he try to say here? Can anyone unmute and tell us the moral or tell us the view that he's trying to convey here? Okay, so the thing is that wherever with whomever the troops we are in, we automatically, we unknowingly, we bend ourselves to the troops that we are in. Just assume, my Toastmasters, we are in this Toastmasters forum. Knowingly or unknowingly, we'll get the zeal and josh when we are presenting in this screen or when we are presenting in a Toastmasters meeting. It happens because the surroundings of this Toastmasters have always been in the same motto. I would like to say this in a single phrase said by Mahatria. What you have or what you do not have is not important, but what you do with what you have is it's more meaningful. Realize your potential. With this note, I would like to declare the meeting number 586 open. Do we have any guests today? Maybe guest Ram Pravesh, can you introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Ram Pravesh Singh, living here, one Arishi. I am teacher. I am running on my coaching institute, RPS classes. That's okay.
Thank you, sir. How you came to know about Chennai Wordsmiths?
Once again, please.
How you came to know about this Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmasters?
Yeah. My brother is in Chennai in RBS, Royal Bank of Scotland. He told about Toastmaster Club and he joined.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your participation. For the benefit of guests, Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmasters is one of the oldest club in Tamil Nadu. So it is the second community club and third club of Tamil Nadu. It has produced a lot of champions and leaders at the district and divisional levels. And we have around 9 distinguished Toastmasters in our club. And we have achieved a President Distinguished, which is the highest quality award given by the Toastmasters International for the consecutive 9 years. And we have also achieved a Golden Gavel Award, which is the highest quality award given by our district for the last year. Without further ado, I would like to introduce you the Toastmaster of the Day. So for the benefit of guests, Toastmaster of the Day is a person who will be running us the entire show for this meeting. Today's Toastmaster is the most handsome person in Chennai Wordsmiths and the secretary. Few people used to call him as a coach. So he was the coach of our very known tiger, that is our WDTM Rajiv Nambiar. Without further ado, I hand over the screen to Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Mithun.
Thank you so much, Abhishek, for that generous introduction. So a warm good evening to all the Toastmasters and friends and the guests present today. This week, we celebrated Friendship Day. We human beings in general, we are a social animal. We share our happiness and sorrow. We share our well-beings and hardships with our friends. I would like to quote a story which happened a few months back. Two friends, one is Yakub and another one is Aravind, not the evaluator Aravind. These people were migrant laborers in Delhi. When the lockdown was announced in the month of April, these two friends decided to go back to their hometown, which was far away from Delhi. They did not have any permission, so they just boarded a truck in which a group of migrant laborers were returning to their hometown. And in that process, this Aravind got sick and he fainted in the truck itself. So the driver and the other migrants feared that he might have COVID-19, and they decided to abandon him on the side of the road in the highway in the middle of the night. In spite of Yakub having a chance to go on without interfering in that, he interfered and said that I will stay with Aravind and you can go on. Yakub stayed with Aravind, and while his head was on Yakub's lap, Aravind passed away. This is a true example of friendship, my dear friends. We would have friends in all parts of our lives, right from our school days, right like when we were working in an organization and even after retirement. We had friends where we used to fight for snacks. We had friends where we used to tell stories about a crush and one side love to them and torture them like anything. These are the friends, these are bonds that doesn't have any commitment, and they are there with us at all parts of life. So in our Toastmasters meeting, we have 3 sections, starting with the prepared speech, then the table topics, and at last the general evaluation session. So for today's meeting, the general evaluators, Toastmaster Armugam, and I'll give the screen to him and he'll brief about his role. Toastmaster Armugam?
I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
I'm audible?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, you're audible.
Thank you, TM Modi. Good evening to fellow Toastmasters and guests. Yeah. Thank you, TM Modi, Masters and guests. I'll be the general evaluator for today's meeting. One of the main reasons for Toastmaster meeting, the general evaluations is playing a major role. for even evaluations, because this is for their suggestions for the speech improvement and quality of the meeting. In the evaluation, general evaluation role, I am not doing alone. I have a two team. Team 1, tag team. Team 2, evaluators. Tag team, timer, or counter, grammarian. Today, and evaluators to present their report about speech improvement, about prepared speeches, suggest the evaluator will give a recommendation, suggestion to improve their speech. Today, tag team, timer, Toastmaster Jyoti or Thomas. About Toastmaster Jyoti or Thomas, seasoned Toastmaster, more energetic and very positive creator, Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas. Now I'll call on Toastmaster Jyoti or Thomas, brief about timer role. Please put your hands together for welcoming Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas. Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas, stage is yours, ma'am.
Ma'am, you are on mute.
Okay, as a timer, I'm responsible for keeping track of time usage for all the speakers. At the lower time limit, I'll show the green card. At the intermediate time limit, I'll show the yellow card. At the upper time limit, I'll show the red card. The speaker has about 30 seconds grace period to wrap up. The buzzer, but in this case, I think we're going to use the card. Once the grace period is exceeded, then the speaker will be disqualified and will not be voted for. That will be my role for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, our counter, Toastmaster Gopinath. Now I'll call on our counter, Toastmaster Gopinath, brief about its counter role. Please put your hand for becoming Toastmaster Gopinath. Toastmaster Gopinath, stage is yours.
Good evening, Toastmaster friends. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. So I'll be playing the role of an outcounter today. As an outcounter, my role will be to note down some of the fillers used by the speakers. So fillers will be of different types. There are non-lexical fillers and lexical fillers. So lexical, non-lexical filler is some of the sounds which we will fill through the gap when we move to different words. So lexical, in the same way, lexical fillers are some of the words which we use to fill the gap, like so and also like unintentional pauses, and also the pauses and repeated words and the when I called upon by the second orator, I've been producing my report. Thank you. Go to general level.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gopinath. Next is our today. Thank you, Toastmaster Gopinath. Next for grammarian English teacher for the today meeting. On grammarian, Toastmaster Manoj brief about his grammarian board. Thanks to the Toastmaster Manoj. Stage is yours, sir.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Mr. Arugunagan. And very good evening to all my fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. Today, as a grammarian role, my responsibilities are to keep track and capture the good and not so good uses of English by the speakers and evaluators in their respective speeches and evaluations. At the end of the meeting, I shall present my report to the general evaluator when asked by him. Before I give my control back to general evaluator, I must introduce you to the word of the day. The word of the day is cornucopia. Cornucopia is a noun which means a large amount or supply of something. Synonymous words are abundance, profusion, or plenty. A good usage of this would be like, oh my friend, there are cornucopia of happy and funny moments in our friendship. On the other side, the theme of the day is, oh my friend. With this, I give the control back to the general evaluator, Mr. Arumugam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. Today, almost more than 5 speeches lined up, powerful speeches, and good theme of the day, oh my friends. Now I hand over the control to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mithun.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arumugam, for that brief introduction about the tag team role and about your role today. Before we head on to the meeting, I'd like to call Toastmaster Arvind to call the minutes of meeting report of the previous meeting for the members who did not attend the last meeting. And the stage is yours, Toastmaster Arvind.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Last week, that is on 1st of August 2020, we had our 585th meeting. The Toastmaster of the day is Distinguished Toastmaster Maithili. General Evaluator was Toastmaster Karthikeyan, and the Table Topics Master was Toastmaster Sangeeta. The theme was a 10th Apple effect, and the word of the day is inductedness. Initially, the proceedings were started. Toastmaster of the day introduced the theme. General Evaluator introduced the tag theme. The first speaker, Toastmaster Abhishek, gave a detailed report on the new education policy which was introduced in that week, and it was a really good thing to be known for all the Toastmasters. Distinguished Toastmaster Reena was the evaluator, and she gave the positives and negatives in the speech of positives and the recommendations in the speech given by Toastmaster Abhishek. The second speech given by Toastmaster Arun Kumar described his entire experience in Toastmasters as a leader. Right from the start of the Toastmasters journey in February last year, he took a lot of roles in different levels, that is the club, area and district levels. And Toastmaster Mithun was the evaluator. During the table topic session, Toastmaster Sangeeta gave a variety of topics based on the theme and the word of the day. The general evaluator, Toastmaster Karthikeyan, gave some recommendations such as the role players can keep the video on while presenting the report, and the speaker should have been notified about the time limit. The announcement was that the business meeting was conducted at the end. Toastmaster Sangeeta was announced as the contest chair for humorous and evaluation contest, which is set to be happened on August 29th. A themed meeting on Independence Day on August 15th and joint meeting on September 1st. This is the minutes of meeting number 585. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arvind, for that short, crisp, and a brief minutes of meeting of the previous meeting. Now, without any further delay, we move on to the prepared speech session. And the first speaker is a senior Toastmaster who has been in Toastmaster for 15 years and has completed his DTM in the traditional path and is going into the pathways from this meeting and is giving his first icebreaker. Before going on to the first speaker, I call upon his evaluator, Toastmaster Gopal, to give an introduction about his speech. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Gopal.
Good evening, everyone, and special good evening to target speaker Toastmaster Arun Sridhar. Toastmaster Arun Sridhar today is attempting his icebreaker speech. The objectives of the speech are to give a general introduction about himself as a person and introduce himself to the club. Timer, please note the time allocated is 4 to 6 minutes. Good luck to Toastmaster Arun Sridhar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gopal. Without any further delay, I give the screen to distinguished Toastmaster Arun Sridhar.
All Indian movies have two halves with an interval in between. I like Indian movies so much that I like to compare my life to an Indian movie. The interval in between is Toastmasters. Toastmasters, yes. I'm not saying this because this is a Toastmasters meeting. Toastmasters has had such a huge influence on me that I classify my life as before Toastmasters and after Toastmasters. Before Toastmasters, I was born in this beautiful coastal city called Chennai. In fact, I was born not more than 10 kilometers from our Wordsmiths venue. In fact, I've never left that 10-kilometer radius for my entire life, except for a brief 5-year period when I went to Hyderabad for work. I was a interesting, lonely child who had the complete attention of his parents until my sister arrived on the scene. That brat took away my parents' attention from me. Father was a lawyer and mother is a doctor. And with two such professionals in the house, expectations were always high on me to perform well in studies. I took all of that expectations and threw it to the ground. I waffled through school, being an indifferent student. And at the end of schooling, like all indifferent students, there's only one option to redeem your life, and that's engineering. I got into an engineering college. And after 4 years of hard work, dedication, determination, and a lot of other things also, I realized one thing. I had zero aptitude for engineering. I might actually kill people if I was a practicing engineer. So I gave up on that engineering team and was looking for something else to do. And as luck would have it, through a happy coincidence, I went to a career fair along with my friend, mostly for the food. But I got a job in an interesting company, in an interesting profile. It's a company called CSC. And they were offering a non-technical role in the IT. I took the job, and I'm lucky I took the job because it offered me three things. One, a ticket out of Chennai. I wanted to spend some time away from my parents, live the independent life. Two, as I said, a very interesting non-technical role, which I still enjoy to this day, even after 15 years. And three, it exposed me for the first time to Toastmasters. I had no idea what Toastmasters was until I walked into the corporate club that was there in CSC. In CSC, for the first time ever in the Toastmasters domain, I was practicing public speaking. I was practicing leadership. I had not taken any position of responsibility as this indifferent student in school or college. And for the first time ever, I took on responsibility and I started speaking in public. Toastmasters offered me direction. It offered me a way forward. I learned in Toastmasters that if you put your head down and work hard, you can master any skill. Anybody can do anything if they put their head down and work together. I also learned that the best way to learn is in the company of friends, supporting each other like we do in Toastmasters. And that waffling indifferent student, for the first time, had a little bit of direction. And there's no better example to prove this than my own public speaking career. In 2005-06, when I started, I was a very average, below average public speaker. And with mentorship and direction and all the friends giving feedback and practice and the amazing CC and AC modules that are there in Toastmasters, I was able to participate in the International Speech Contest for the first time ever in the year 2013. I won at the club level in Wordsmiths, at the area level, at the division level, even at the semi-finals. In the year 2013, for the first time, I took part in the finals of the 2013 International Speech Contest, competing against the best speakers in India and Sri Lanka. Dhananjaya, our own Sridhar Ranganathan, Deepak Justin, all of these speakers and me, this indifferent student to this speaker at the district level. And for this, I have to thank only Toastmasters. As you all know, I recently brought to a logical conclusion the Toastmaster journey, became a distinguished Toastmaster, but I still will look forward to continuing my DTM journey. But the end also kind of left a small hole in my heart. What do I fill with? What do I make in the next 15 years what I've been doing in the last 15 years in Toastmasters? And I identified 3 things that I can look forward to in the future. 1, I'm happily married with 2 sons, and as anyone with 2 sons will tell you, that being around them is work itself, is a lot of work itself. I believe in being around my family, and I have passionate family men. That's 1. 2, I love my work. As I said, it gives me a place where I could practice my art, practice my craft, and applying technology to solve business problems, solve enterprise problems for Fortune 500 has been a very big passion for me. And there's a lot to learn, a lot more to do from what I've done. And that's the second goal that I have. And third, I look forward to contributing back to Toastmasters as well as to non-Toastmasters in my company as a trainer, as a mentor, as a coach. There's a lot I can offer as a project management trainer that I am in HCL, as well as in Toastmasters as a club officer trainer or as a district officer trainer. Those are the 3 things that I look forward to doing in the next 15 years, as opposed to what I was doing in the first 15. Toastmasters. Sometimes we go to the movie and enjoy the movie itself, but sometimes let's recall what goes on in the interval. For as I said, that interval may actually be the turning point in our life, as it was for me. Toastmasters has been a really amazing turning point for me, and I hope it is for all of you as well. Thank you.
Well, congratulations, Arun Sridhar, on your icebreaker for the traditional pathways. And I hope this is the second half of you have completed the first half, and this is the second half of your Toastmaster journey. And up next, our next speaker, who is also known as the SPB of Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmaster Club. He is a passionate Toastmaster, has experience of 9 years, and also a corporate trainer who's also our past president of Chennai Wordsmiths Toastmaster. Before we get to him, we'll ask a general evaluator, Toastmaster Shruti, to brief about his speech today. And the screen is yours, Toastmaster Shruti.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. A very good evening to fellow Toastmasters and guests present here. So today the speaker is attempting his icebreaker speech, though not the actual icebreaker. It is the icebreaker speech from his Pathways project. And the purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of public speech. All the best to the speaker, and over to the Toastmaster of the Day.
Without any further delay, his story, Paul Bhaskaran. Toastmaster Paul Bhaskaran, his story. The screen is yours.
Thank you. Am I audible? Am I visible? Am I visible?
No, sir.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Am I handsome?
As
Great.
sir.
பிறப்பு ஒரு சம்பவமாக இருக்கலாம், ஆனால் இறப்பு ஒரு சரித்திரமாக இருக்க வேண்டும். Which means our birth may be an incident, whereas our death must be a history. Thanks to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and warm welcome to guests. I welcome you all to his story. It was an auspicious Friday, 19th August. Don't bother, nothing significant happened. 2 days after that, a fair and handsome baby boy was born in Japan. Yes, it is mini Japan of India, Sivakasi, on 21st August 1957. I know you people are calculating. Don't worry calculating. I am 62 now. Dear friends, my birth came as a celebration with busting crackers to my parents. My parents named me Bhaskaran, which means sun god. Hoping that, with a hope that I'd be too bright throughout my life. Yes, I'm trying to prove. Friends, moving on to my academics, I was so bright in my studies. That's what teachers told me. But during the school final, I loved physics, whereas physics did not love me. Nevertheless, I came out successfully. After schooling, what next? College. My dear friends, I must mention here that unlike you all, I was deprived of my college studies because of the sole reason that I had to support my parents for bread and butter. So I started working at the age of 17, as a salesman in Gandhian organization. Besides my earning, I had a great learning. Whenever I entered the hall, or rather the emporium, one quote by Gandhi, which said, "Be the change if you want to see the change." That triggered me to fine-tune my personality, be it hard work, be it simplicity, be it sincerity, and how to balance your employment and graduation via correspondence, of course, with stenography. With all these techniques, there came the change, my dear friends, for me to move to government department. Working for IAS officers, I had further learnings. Thereafter, I moved to Dubai for better employment and opportunity. Worked there for 20 years, with my last assignment as a legal secretary in a multinational law firm. How can I add color to my life? Friends, I joined Toastmasters in Dubai, and I am continuing in Wordsmith. This process has evolved me a motivational speaker, a trainer, facilitator, and a humorist. I feel proud to share with you that I have trained about 5,000 plus people, be it from public sector enterprises, private sectors, and many college students. The list goes on. And simultaneously, I took up my post-graduation in personnel management at the age of 53 and came out with flying colors. Dear friends, besides every man's success, there is one. Whereas besides this man's success, there are many. Number one, my loving parents. Number two, the supporting people around me. That includes my sweetheart and my two sweet children. And number three, my fascinating Toastmasters. How will I forget? They were instrumental, and they are instrumental for what I am today. Friends, I have not made a history so far. Yet, my story will be an example for others to look at. What do you say, Toastmaster? Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Paul Bhaskaran, for that great icebreaker. But one thing which I came to know today is you and I share the same date of birth. It is very rare to see people having same date of birth unless it's an exceptional day. Now, up next, we'll move on to the third speaker of today's meeting, Toastmaster Radha Tambusamy. When I asked about her introduction, she said she's a universe believer and a news addict. Before going to her, we'll call up the evaluator of her speech, Aravind Annamalai, to brief about her speech today.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests, and a special good evening to my target speaker, Toastmaster Radha. Toastmaster Radha is giving her icebreaker speech. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce herself and learn the basic structure of a public speech. All the best to Toastmaster Radha, and over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aravind. Without further any delay, dreams. Toastmaster Radha, dreams. The stage is yours.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. Dream is not what you see in sleep. It is the one which does not let you sleep. Famous quote by APJ Abdul Kalam. My name is Radha from a simple and humble family, born and raised in a village near Pondicherry. Hope many of you would have visited Pondicherry. It is just 150 kilometers from here. You can witness churches and Aurobindo Ashram. As I'm the only surviving child to my parents, happen to be the single child. I did my schooling in Pondicherry. My school played a very important role in cultivating the moral values in me. To some extent, I'm very punctual and a minimalistic person. When I was in grade 12, my father got retired due to health reasons. After finishing grade 12, I was one among the few in my school who missed the engineering college seat in cutoff. So I felt like a loser and I was not in contact with any of my friends. Then I searched what is the other way to enter into the engineering college. I enrolled myself for Bachelor of Computer Application in Pondicherry University Community College. In spite of the Y2K problem was at the peak. More than the fascination towards the computer, I was easily able to understand computer than physics and chemistry. So I was so stubborn to take up this course. All the 3 years during my UG, I used to dream, visualize, and imagine that I'm entering into College of Engineering, Guindy, Anna University. That pushed me to prepare for entrance exam, learn more programming languages and technologies, and I go teach computers to kids. At the end of the third year, I cleared the entrance exam, my dream came true, and I came to Chennai. Vandarai Vazhavekkum Chennai welcomed me with both hands to pursue my dream in Chennai. In 2003, I joined the college. In the initial period, I was enjoying my college life and college campus. In the other end, my father was selling his property in the village due to the financial crunch. Slowly, the pressure in me started to build again. Now, my next dream is to clear the campus interview and get placed in an IT company. I was staying in Thiruvanmiyur in a rented house with my friends. I was not allotted a hostel. So from the terrace, I can see Tidal Park. Every day evening, I used to go there in the terrace and keep staring at the Tidal Park and say to myself that one day I'll be there. That pushed me to prepare for the campus interview, and I cleared the 3 rounds of campus selection. After at the end of the second year, I cleared the campus selection and I got placed in Bank of New York Mellon in Tidal Park. As I'm the only breadwinner of my family, I rented a house and I brought my parents here in Chennai. I worked in Inotex for a few years and then I joined Verizon. Before I conclude, I would like to say, not only me, when you have a goal, when you prepare for your goal, when you dream on your dream will come true one day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Radha, for that great icebreaker speech and your journey on achieving your dream. With this, we'll next head on to the next speaker of today's meeting. This speaker is a dentist by profession. And before going on to her speech, I'd like to call her evaluator, Toastmaster Shashi Kumar, to brief about her speech. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Shashi Kumar.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, and my target speaker, Toastmaster Shashikala. So Toastmaster Shashikala is attempting her second speech from Pathways under Dynamic Leadership, under Evaluation and Feedback. And she is going to incorporate some of the feedback she received from her first speech. And all the very best to Toastmaster Shashikala. Timer, please note down, the time is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, TMR.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shashi Kumar. Without further any delay, Toastmaster Shashikala, adapt to change. Adapt to change, Toastmaster Shashikala. The screen is yours.
Yeah, thank you. Can you hear me? Yeah. So good evening, my dear Toastmaster and guest. Have you ever heard of Choluteca Bridge in Central America? Any one of you know? Okay, even I hadn't heard it until recently. So this is a 484-meter bridge that is built on a, just a minute. This is a 484-meter bridge that is built on a river, Choluteca in Honduras, that is in Central America. So this region is quite famous for its notorious storms and hurricanes. And not until recently, I came across this. So when they decided to build a bridge on the river Choluteca, so they wanted someone to build a bridge so that it can withstand the extreme weather conditions. So they contracted a Japanese contract firm and they built a strong bridge, and this bridge was built and it was strong enough to withstand the forces of nature. So the new Choluteca bridge was built, and it was a modern day marvel in design and engineering, and it was thrown to the public usage in the year 1998. So it was decided to build in year 1996, and it was built in 1998. So the people, as they drew from one end of the bridge to the other end, they couldn't resist, but it was a great joy and pride, and they just admired the beauty of the bridge, and it was helping a lot to the people who resided in the region. In the same year, in the month of October, so there was a storm and hurricane. Hurricane Mitch, by name Mitch, that hit Honduras, and there was a heavy downpour rainfall for 4 days, and it recorded around 75 inches of rain. And there was a devastation all around, and the river, the Choluteca River flooded, swelled up, and it flooded the region everywhere, and it destroyed, and 7,000 people died. It destroyed the most of the trees, houses, and everything, all the bridges in the region, in and around the region were destroyed. Everything was destroyed except one. The Choluteca bridge remained unaffected. But there was one problem. The road that led to this bridge and the road that was leaving this bridge was completely swiped off. So there was no trace that there existed a road earlier. And and there was no sign at all. And not just that, and there was one more thing that happened was the flood forced the river to change the course, so that change the river to go change the course, and the river has taken a new way, and instead of the river going beneath the bridge, it is just now flowing beside the bridge. So these famous Choluteca Bridge, which stood the nature calamity and hurricane, is now standing there as a bridge to nowhere and bridge over nothing. So this happened 22 years back, but it reminds the situation that we are into now in this COVID situation. So as the world is changing and so many things are happening around which we never imagined. So this reminds me, and this Choluteca River is a terrific metaphor to what is happening to our lives and to our business and careers. So when we plan to make a career move, so when we plan to career move in case of a role or in case of an expertization to upgrade ourselves. So we have to think and evaluate, because most of these could become redundant. When you plan to spend some money or to refurbish the office or to open a new branch or to do something new, we have to, I recommend we have to evaluate and again look into the thing, because these new office spaces are now becoming again the thing of the past. So when we start doing this, we have to evaluate. I just want to show the river and the bridge. I just have a image. I can share that. How do I share that? I share a screen. Okay, this is, can you all see?
No.
Can you see?
No, it's not visible.
It's not seen?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to do that in the end. Okay. So I want you to evaluate the series of the questions, like what is going to, I want you to evaluate the series of questions like what I can see positive in this situation, what is that I have to do to see the best in the situation that I'm into, and also to see what is in our control and what is not in our control and how we can make use of the things. So the change is inevitable, but as we tend to understand the situation and when we go towards it, we need to also understand like, we need to also understand like when we focus too much into the problem on finding a solution to the problem, sometimes we may forget like the problem itself might go away. Sometimes like we thought of building a bridge, but in the end we realized that the river changed its course, which it was the other possibility but we did not estimate at that point of time. So maybe build to last is a popular mantra, but build to adopt would be the new way to go. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shashikala. That was indeed a great speech. Up next, we have a young Toastmaster who was a Toastmaster before joining Toastmaster and whose family is into Toastmasters. Our next speaker is a second-year Viscom student, and she is also a passionate pianist and a vivid reader. Before going into her speech, I'll call upon Toastmaster Abhishek to read the evaluation introduction about her speech. The screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mithun, and happy evening once again to my fellow Toastmasters. And a special good evening to my target speaker, Toastmaster Anandita. She is attempting her level 3 electives, Connect with Storytelling. The purpose of this project is for the members to practice using a story within a speech or giving a speech that is a story. Timer, please note the time is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you. All the best to my speaker. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek. Meet the Balaganeshans. Toastmaster Anandita, meet the Balaganeshans. The screen is yours.
Yeah. So am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Siblings, the definition that comprises of love, strife, competition, and forever friends. Good evening, everyone. Being an only child can sometimes be a boon and a bane. Whenever I saw my friends fighting with their siblings, I felt I was missing out on something exciting. This changed on 29 September 2013 when my parents decided to adopt a baby. You might be wondering, who is this sibling of mine? I never knew he was going to play a crucial role in our lives. On 29 September, we went to a home to adopt a sibling for me. There were so many cute babies with twinkling eyes and happy faces. A cute female baby was smiling at us and was keen that we take her in our arms. Suddenly, we heard a thundering sound. There was this cute little fellow banging the door to come and meet us. He jumped into our arms and smiled at us. When he came to my trembling hands, I saw his twinkling eyes, and those eyes made me fall in love with him at first sight. I couldn't stop cuddling and kissing him. The caretaker was astonished to see this little fellow jumping and cuddling me. Is normally a very silent and a calm baby, and has strangely behaved different on that day. It looked like he also fell in love with me at first sight and chose us to be his family. On the other hand, my parents were showing more interest on the girl child and were inquiring about her. They were almost ready to adopt her as they were looking at the proceedings of adoption. And they called me to seek my opinion about the girl baby. I liked the girl baby as I was even fine to have a baby sister. But my heart was set on this little fellow. I wasn't sure whether to go with a sister or a brother. Both of them were extremely cute and adorable. But something was special about this little boy. We mutually loved each other at first sight. My parents had almost given a word to the caretaker that they would adopt the little girl and proceed further with the formalities. We thanked the caretaker, and as we were coming out, I couldn't take this little boy out of my head and heart. His twinkling eyes kept flashing in my memory. His innocent smile was so godly, and his love was unconditional. I stopped my parents and I told them I needed that baby boy as my brother at home. They were perplexed about the change of mind, and they weren't sure what to do next and tried to convince me that a baby sister is equally good. I persisted and was quite adamant that I'd only have that boy as my brother. They did not agree, and I started crying. The caretaker, who was watching this, came to my rescue and said that he was perfectly fine to let the boy for adoption instead of the girl. That Toastmasters was the happiest moment in my life, and it changed my life forever because I became a sister to a naughty little cute boy. He has not only become my brother, but has been my best friend, my worst enemy, my secret keeper, and so on. This shows how interlinked we are and cannot do without each other. He has a cute little face, 4 legs, big tummy, cute paws, sniffy nose, flappy ears, furry, filled with naughty actions, innocent face, and barks. He likes food, ice creams, and loves to play with his ball, and of course, me. He hates crows, other dogs. I don't know why, he's quite jealous, but loves cats. That's very strange for a dog. He wouldn't sleep without any of us at home, waits for us to return. Yes, Toastmasters, he is my 7-year-old loving dog brother, Bubble. What started with 1 sibling went on to become 3. I have another 4-year-old Labrador puppy named Lucky and a 2-year-old cat named Pepper. Pets teach us the value of a relationship. Love us unconditionally and reduce stress and keep us healthy. Studies have proven that pet owners have lower cholesterol levels and are likely free from heart attacks. We also play a crucial role in their lives by adopting the orphan pets and taking care of them. After adopting them, we become their world. I have seen many videos on social media showing how a dog or a cat is left all alone in a house for about 3 or 4 months without food and water. When they shower you with so much of love and affection, why can't you do the same? They love us unconditionally. Why can't we show them love instead of hate? That is all make a difference to an animal's life. After all, they are just living beings, just like you and me. Adopt them if you can. Take care of them if you can. Even if you cannot adopt or take care of them, try to not hurt them. This we can definitely do. What do you feel, Toastmaster Mithun?
Thank you, Toastmaster Anandita. Yes, even myself, I'm a pet owner. I have around 15 cats at my own house. So I guess I won't have any cholesterol left for the entire life. So that was about the prepared speech session of today's meeting. Up next, we move on to the table topic session, which will be a fun and exciting session of today's meeting. Without any further delay, I call upon Toastmaster Rohit to take upon the table topic session.
Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good to go. Yeah. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. To all those who don't know what a table topic session is, I'll just give a brief introduction. Table topics is a place where a table topic master picks people randomly and gives you a topic in which you are supposed to speak for a minute or two. The timer will show you a green card at 1 minute, amber at 1:30, and red card at 2 minutes. You have a grace period of 30 minutes to wrap up your speech, and I would encourage all the speaker who comes upon to give the table topic speech to complete it within 2.5 minutes so that you get selected for voting. So without much further ado, is there any volunteers from the crowd?
I can, Toastmaster Rohit.
Yeah, Sujata. I don't know what's wrong because I'm just seeing my screen. I don't see anyone else. I think there's some bug or something. So I think it was Sujata, right?
Yes.
Toastmaster Sujata.
Toastmaster Sujata. Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening. Okay. Imagine, ma'am, you are in your 12th board exam writing your mathematics exam or something. Okay. So your friend who is sitting beside you is asking you for an MCQ question. So you just have to show that answer is 1, 2 or something. In doing the simple task, unfortunately, the invigilator sees you. How would you manage that situation? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Rohit.
Yes.
The topic is, I'm actually caught in a public exam, maths exam, where I was trying to show up my hands for helping my friend. How do I manage the situation, right? So firstly, I'm a firm believer of, being very sincere to what I'm doing. So I don't even raise my head up or turn this side or that side when I write exams, normally from school days, even in college and after coming to work, even at work, if I have to take up exam, online exam also, I don't turn this side, that side, I don't take any help. So it's like a very different situation where I'm going to be caught for it, and I will be absolutely nervous, and I will not know how to, probably I will get up and confess myself to the evaluator that I tried helping my friend for one question and not much, and then, take apologies that I will not do it again. Back to you, Toastmaster Rohit.
You are unique, ma'am, really. Thank you. So the second volunteer is Arun Abraham. Am I audible, Arun Abraham?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So the topic for you is, imagine because of this lockdown period and all, you get lots and lots of time in your hand, right? So one day you sit and imagine your school childhood times. So is it possible for you to share about your first crush or something? Or any memorable, adorable memories?
Yes, I think I can.
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. That was quite a refreshing topic from Rohit. I think he has taken a topic from his own handbook. Anyhow, I have a very few memories which makes the childhood a lot more special. When I was probably in 5th standard, 6th standard, sorry, when I was in 3rd standard or 4th standard, my teachers used to call me aside and ask me to mind the whole assembly of the entire school. I mean, it was a very small school to start the matter, but I had such a good time that I used to be the disciplinarian, but at the same time, I used to be the most naughtiest guy in the class, but never got caught. So that's the reality of that. So I had wonderful time during my childhood, and the underlining theory is do whatever you want for fun, but don't hurt others. At the same time, don't get caught. That's all. So that is the one theory which I followed right from childhood into my college days as well. So that's it.
That's a that's a good speech, Arun Abram. Thank you, thank you. So the next volunteer is one second. TM Vidyadhar. Am I audible, Vidyadhar? Yeah.
Yes, Toastmaster.
Yes. So, yeah, the topic for you is what made you smile this week? Like, did something happen out of the ordinary that made your day or something made your week?
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Rohit.
Yeah.
I think if you ask me frankly, then this is not my happiest week in this whole year, or you can say the whole decade or so, because I have given my exams and the results of the exams were announced this week. But coincidentally, no, not coincidentally, it has turned negative for me. But I see failures is one of the stepping stones for my success. I have failed before also, but whenever I fail, the initial days will be very difficult for me to cope up. But then I see who are around me. Then I feel that there are my friends and my family will always support me whenever I go down the hill. So whenever I feel, whenever these results try to bog me down, the support my family and friends who extend to me is immense. So that makes me to bring again. So if you ask me again now, what is happiest moment? Yeah, this will be the happiest week, because I got my results negative and failure, but still that is not going to stop me again. I'm going to try to succeed again. I'll try to work more hard, give my full 100% into it, and try to come out with flying colors and make my family and friends proud of it. So that will be my happiest moment in the week, Toastmaster Rohit.
Don't worry, Vidyadhar. I'm pretty sure it's gonna turn out positive. So, all the best. So, the next person I would like to call upon is Toastmaster Gopalakrishnan.
Hi, Rohit.
I see you're going somewhere. Is it?
Toastmasters everywhere.
Right. So, okay. So the topic for you is kind of, what do I say? I was very creative with this, so please accept this. Your brother, imagine you have a brother. Do you have a brother?
No.
Okay. Hypothetically speaking, you have a brother who shows up in the middle of the night to your house, says his wife kicked him out apparently. So what do you, like, how do you go about it?
First things first, bring him inside and lock the door shut. The second thing, I will tell him directly that I feel you, bro, because I'm married for the last 3.5 years. And, I know it can get difficult at times. And after giving him a sense, I'll probably give him, his favorite drink, whichever way it might be. And then after some time, probably I'll have a sit down with him and ask him what the issue is in reality. And given my traits, if he's going to be my brother, I'm sure he is going to inherit a lot of my bad habits as well. So I'm going to sit down and have a talk with him and convince him that, bro, you're wrong. You will never get a better girl than this. So don't feel any shame. Go straight back to your home and fall on the feet. Simply technique works every time, 100%. So that will be my advice, because I don't want my brother to be single after marriage. And I certainly know that if there is a brother for me and he ends up having an issue with his wife, most likely 99% of the time he is going to be wrong, because we all know that women are always right, wives are always right. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, that was a good handling, by the way, Mr. Gopal. Apparently, I don't think you have seen 2.5 Men. Okay. Anyway, so is there any other volunteers? I see Arvind has given his name. So
Rohit, I want to.
Okay,
Yuvraj
sir.
here.
Yuvraj, sir. Yeah. So, hi, sir. How are you? Been a long time.
Good, doing good, doing good.
So the topic for you is if the average lifespan was 40, like the old days, is there anything that you would have done differently?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, friends, and a special good evening to table topic master Rohit. With the present situation, hypothetically 40, maybe 20. So I don't want to do anything different as such, because I lived my life from childhood up till now, king size. Whatever I wanted to do, I did, and I'm still doing it. So change, I don't think I want to change, but I would go back again and lead the same life in a different way, not changed way, but in a different way. Saying as such that I took a decision that I wanted to become a businessman at the age of 13 years. But you know, this college, school, everything happens. And then with a family which always thinks that working is better than doing a business, pushes you hard. Maybe that one decision I would have taken a little bit earlier. I would have become an entrepreneur much early in my life when I completed my degree. I would have started much more earlier to gain more experience, to see more failures, to see more success, and then continue the journey. So if you ask me to say that, okay, 40 years, you live for one day, or 40 years, live like a king. Whatever you want to do, do it. Enjoy your life and keep going. That would be my mantra, and that's what I do. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you for that wonderful speech, sir. So,
thank you.
Yeah. Is there any other volunteers I would like? Is there any volunteers? Toastmasters? Okay. If there are no volunteers, I would like to call upon Aravind, because he has given his name here. Like, if no one shows up, please call me. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Aravind.
Hello.
Yeah. Toastmaster Aravind, the topic for you is what did you want to be when you grew up? Are you in line with that, or? So.
Yeah. Thank you, Table Topics Master. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir, Aravind, you are.
Okay. So, actually, right from the maybe first or second standard, my mom and dad were saying that you should be an IITian, because they heard somewhere that IIT is a really great college and the future is secured if we go there. So right from my early days, my mom like fed me with this dream, and all my life decisions were taken along that dream. From right up till class 6, I was studying in a state board school, and my parents realized that the state board curriculum will not take myself anywhere near the dream. So they switched me to CBSE school right from class 7 itself. I went to JEE coaching right from class 6. And yeah, my dream is to become an IITian, and I'm safely on that path right now. Now I have to carve my own niche in this world. Thank you.
Happy for you, Toastmaster Aravind. Really happy for you. Thank you. So, I think TM Anandita has volunteered herself. So, am I audible, Anandita?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. The topic for you is right this moment, okay, what do you miss the most because of this lockdown or anything? It might be anything else.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. So my topic is what is something I miss right now. So in March, my phone got confiscated by the college because my phone rang during an exam. So my college was taken by the, my phone was taken by the college, and I was supposed to get my phone in the month of April. But then, as you all know, the lockdown started in the month of March 16th exactly. And I couldn't go and get my phone at that time. And I couldn't actually get my phone even now. And I miss my phone, and I really want it. And that's the only thing I miss during this lockdown.
Okay. Don't worry, Anita. I think the Amazon has started its sale and all, so I think you can have a look at it. So I think we'll end with Toastmaster Anand. Am I audible, Anand?
Yes, table topic.
Yeah. Okay. So the topic I have for you is kinda hypothetical. Okay. What will you do if your future version travels back in time and visits you and explains in the month of February that the next 6 months is going to be like this, or the next 1 year is going to be like this? So what will you do? Like, what will be the series of events that you'll take? Series of actions. Yeah, over to you.
Good evening, table topic master and Toastmasters and guest. It's like, in case somebody has said to me that it's like this COVID-19 pandemic is going to struck India very badly in the March, I would have been invested on good amount of stocks or a good amount of goals first, so that like I would be 40% of on profit now. And as pretty much we know that what has happened to the Indian stock market, and there could be some drastic fall. So as we would have predicted each and everything earlier, so would have made good amount of money, first thing. And second thing, try to seal or try to influence people to get how to say, it's like it's like as at the end of the day, we are not bureaucrats or politically influenced person to take control, but somehow would have tried that this is going to be the source of infections, and so that like would have sealed some spot and sealed airports or diverted flights from some other country, so could have prevented this pandemic to an extent. That I feel that if somebody or someone has said to me that this is going to be happen at this point of time, I tried my best to divert the pandemic to an extent. Over to table topic master.
Thank you, Anand. I think I get your point because I'm just trying to get a glimpse about the stocks market and all. Now I realize that most of the products are in lifetime high. For example, copper 506. Are you kidding me right now? So yeah, I get it. I think we would be millionaires or something. So yeah, okay. That was an excellent topic and you carried out well. So okay, thank you. And now I think we have at the end of the table topic session. So I hope everyone enjoyed the session. So kudos to everyone for taking up the opportunity and giving an awesome speech for 1 or 2 minutes. Thank you. Now I hand over the control back to TM Modi, TM Mithun. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohit. That was a great table topic session, and good to see you after a very long time in Toastmasters. So now we have come to the final and the important part of today's meeting. That is the evaluation session, which builds our Toastmaster journey in our club. So without further delay, I'd like to give the screen to General Evaluator Toastmaster Armugam.
Thank you, T.M. Modi. Hope all enjoyed powerful speeches. Now you can enjoy powerful evaluation also. Please put your hands together, welcoming Toastmaster Gopal to evaluate DTM Arun Sridhar's speech. Toastmaster Gopal, stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone, and special good evening to Toastmaster Arun Sridhar. There are speeches that give us a lot of information. There are speeches that make us laugh, but there are very few speeches that makes you feel as if you are there in that part of the story. Toastmaster Arun Sridhar, your speech was one such speech to me. To be very frank, I genuinely had an apprehension. I know Arun Sridhar for quite a long time. I thought this was going to be a usual icebreaker speech, but you proved me wrong, and you taught me today that even a simple icebreaker speech could be converted into something very, very interesting. I specifically liked the way you opened. You compared the life to a movie. 100% relatable, especially at the time where everyone misses going to the movie theaters. You specifically pointed out that there is a pre-interval, there is a post-interval, and the interval, which is the most neglected part, and you related that directly to Toastmasters, which was again had a direct relevance. Very well done. And we were able to relate when you told about your family, like how you had your siblings and you being the son of two professionals. I could understand the pressure because I come from a similar background. That was again directly, I had a relevance to that. And you were humble enough to admit the fact that you went to most of the job fairs only for the food. That is again something we have done in our college days. Most of the symposiums, most of the conferences, we go there because we get 5-star or 7-star food. To be very frank, not for the stuff. And it had a tinge of humor. It took us all back to our college days, and we could all relate to the whole thing. And as you went through your speech, step 1, step 2, step 3, how you started off, how you landed up in engineering, which everybody you stumble across is an engineer, you mentioned that, and then how you landed across in your job, and now how you have developed into a professional where you love your job, you are a perfect family man. So every step of the journey was extremely clear, and you made sure that you stuck to your point where you linked every part of your journey, every milestone in your life to Toastmasters. That was really heartening for us to see, and that gives us, in terms of junior Toastmasters, in terms of Toastmastering to you, a sense of great hope and ambition that one day we will also get there. And your finishing, the way you finished your speech, again was extremely touching to me. You circled your whole life. You told about your the things that went well for you, the things that did not go well for you, and at the end, you came down and said, DTM. Once that is done, usually people call it quits in Toastmasters because that is the pinnacle, and that is the ultimate aim of any budding Toastmaster. One day he or she wants to become a DTM. You have already done that. And now you say, for your second innings, I want to continue to do the same things over again because you are now content and you have a good family. You told us you are a great family man, and you told us you love your job and you are into the training and development field. And you mentioned that I am going to try and educate the younger Toastmasters in my second innings, which again is I thought it is a very noble motive and it had a direct relevance to us. So overall, if I have to evaluate your speech, the big positives were the comparison between life and movie theater, which was 100% relevant, and the correlation between every stage of life to Toastmasters, which was again 100% relevant, and the finishing, where you ended with a noble cause. Like when life gives you a full stop, put a comma and continue the story. The only place where probably a little bit of it could be improved is now again for an icebreaker speech, this will not apply, but I will probably increase a little bit of humor content in there. There was humor already, and which is something I really liked. But if I have to tell that story, I felt there was a lot of scope for humor in your the entire life cycle, and you could have added more events of Toastmastering. Your entire speech revolves around the fact that how Toastmasters played a crucial role in your life, where it would be nice if we could have a couple more incidences, funny or life-changing, which happened in Toastmasters or which happened as a direct result of something that happened in Toastmasters, so that that connect could have been much more easily established. But overall, it was a great speech. You are a professional speaker, you are a DTM, and you pretty much showed us what good speaking is, and you met the objectives completely. It was a wonderful speech. I enjoyed it, and I look forward to listening to you more. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gopal. Wonderful evaluation. And our next evaluation, please put your hands together, welcoming Toastmaster Shruti to evaluate Toastmaster Bal Bhaskaran's speech. Toastmaster Shruti, stage is yours.
Hi again to all the Toastmasters and guests present here. Toastmaster Paul Bhaskaran. We all know him as a very enthusiastic and humorous speaker. But today, amongst the Toastmaster fraternity, we came to know who you really are. Congratulations on kickstarting your Pathways journey. Your speech today was awesome. And if I have to start the evaluation, I want to tell about the 3 best things that we loved in your speech. As the objective demands for a very structured speech, your speech had a very good structure. Starting from your young age till the age of almost 62, you briefed about the major incidents that have happened to you. And on top of all, the 3 best part is you had the starting, a body where you covered most of your 20 to 60 age group, and the conclusion, the most important thing, where you took an opportunity to express gratitude to your family, to your loved ones, and also us as Toastmasters. And the second best thing is the delivery style. The kind of pace that you had throughout your speech was really great. And we would want to continuously listen to you, and your speech was captivating enough as well. And the third main thing is you provided details. In icebreaker speech, not every speaker really feels comfortable to provide details. And by details, I mean minute details like exact date of birth, the place where they were born, and also when you had mentioned that you have trained 5,000 plus people. Such kind of detail. And I should say, I was thinking you should be 70 plus, but it was good to know that you are younger. And of all these 3 best things that we loved, if I may have to suggest one thing which could have been improved is your speech was so well that we could feel that you are a well-experienced speaker. But since this is new, that is coming on screen, I felt you could have taken a little effort to explore how well your speech could have been delivered on screen. The pace and everything was perfectly right. Your gestures, your voice, everything was perfect. But if you could use the screen to just move a little bit forward and backward, or maybe even stand and present your speech, it would have an impactful delivery. So to summarize the evaluation, the 3 best things that were really great in your speech were your pace, the structure of your speech, especially the conclusion, and the third thing is providing details. And I must also say, you never fail to add humor to any of the speech that you give, be it prepared or TT. And final thing to improve on is to explore the things where you can have an impactful delivery of presenting a speech on screen. And I am very sure incorporating this one improvement, your speech, which is already an excellent speech, could be phenomenal. All the best to you, Toastmaster Paul Bhaskaran, and I am looking forward to listen to many more speeches from you. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shruti, for detailed report. Our next evaluator, please put your hands together, welcoming Toastmaster Aravind to evaluate Toastmaster Radha's speech. Toastmaster Aravind, stage is yours.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and
Toastmaster
guests.
Aravind? Yeah.
Yeah, hello, am I audible? Okay.
Aravind, you are.
Yeah. Good evening, fellow
Yeah.
Toastmasters and guests, and special good evening to my target speaker, Toastmaster Radha. Dream big, because dreams do come true. Alex Morgan said it, and Toastmaster Radha did it. She started her speech with a quote, "Dreams are not those which come in sleep, but dreams are those which does not let you sleep." It is a really good way to start the speech, and kudos for that. Another amazing thing is that your quote was really apt for your speech. You dreamt about going to an engineering college. You went there. Then you dreamt about going to Anna University, also called CEG. You went there. And last but not the least, you dreamt about working in Tidal Park, and that dream also got realized. So your quote connected the speech really well. You have an excellent storytelling ability, as your entire life experience had the entire audience hooked to it. The project objective says that you have to introduce yourself to the club and know the basic structure of a public speech. You aced both of these. Your speech had a gripping opening, breathtaking content, and an inspiring conclusion. If I had to recommend something to your speech, it is just one thing. Your speech had pauses, and it can be removed easily by practicing a lot. To summarize my evaluation, your opening was inspiring and it connected with the body really well. Your storytelling ability is greatly appreciable and your speech was well structured. If I have to give some recommendations, just practice a lot and it will become a great speech. On that note, Toastmaster Radha, welcome to Toastmasters. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. You have taken that first step today. Best of luck for the rest of your journey. Thank you for this opportunity, and over to the general evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Aravind. Next, fourth evaluator. Please put your hands together, welcoming Toastmaster Sasi Kumar to evaluate Toastmaster Sasikala's speech. Toastmaster Sasi Kumar, stage is yours.
Good evening again, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and to my target speaker, Toastmaster Shashikala. So, lessons learned from Marvel of Design Choluteca Bridge. That is what Toastmaster Shashikala has narrated. Well narrated historic incident, I would say. So when someone is narrating an historic incident, what is very important, what is very essential is tracing down the timeline accurately as it was. So I was really felt happy when she brought in those years. So she said in the year 1996, it was started, bridge was started to build. And in 1998, it was thrown open to the public. And even she has brought out the name of that hurricane, which came in that year 1998. I think it's Hurricane Mitch, which has destroyed the complete city and changed the course of the river. So that element of narration of a historic incident was done fantastically well, Toastmaster Shashikala. You have a very good storytelling ability, which was missing of late with modern day speakers. And I recommend you to build that upon and use the same storytelling techniques in your future speeches as well. Second half of your speech contained lessons, right? So how you adapt those lessons you learned from the Choluteca Bridge thing and how you can adapt to the current COVID situation. Fantastically done. I especially liked two things what you brought down, and one is about, your existing skills might become redundant and try to learn some new skill, which is very much necessary in the current situation. You have nicely articulated it. Second thing what I liked very much was you said why you were searching for the solution. The problem would have changed already. That was something fantastic. Really, that was an eye-opener. The time you were searching for the solution, the problem would have already got changed. Fantastically articulated, very well done. Now, all the good things said and done, the time has come for you to adapt the change. I mean, your developmental areas is something I'm going to highlight. Throughout the speech, one thing was quite prevalent, very evident. Though the speech was flawless, very less ahs and ums, very nicely narrated, but still something was missing. That is nothing but your vocal variety. Throughout the speech, you maintained the same tone, pitch and phase, which has given a kind of a monotonous effect to the audience. The story's second half, the speech second half, should have been an inspirational stuff. It was inspiring, but it was not striking the right chord of impactful inspiration. Maybe if you can add that vocal variety into the speech, you can see hair-raising moments among the audience, area for you to look into and develop. Second area, what I have noticed, you have tried to show the picture of the bridge. It didn't work, so you felt a bit nervous, and because of that, your final ending of the speech has been a bit abrupt, and you closed it in a different fashion. It was not that clean like your opening and body. So maybe you could have had a picture in your hand and could have showed it to the audience. That would have met the purpose, and also you would have saved some time, and maybe you would have not felt that nervousness at the end of the speech. Overall, to summarize, very good story narration. You narrated a historical event from the past. You traced those timelines fantastically, and the way you have articulated those lessons and the current situation with right examples and probed for actions from the audience was phenomenal. One area of improvement is to add the vocal variety to make the speeches more impactful and bring that inspirational core into the speech. Over to you, looking forward for more such speeches. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shashi Kumar, for wonderful and micro level evaluations. Thank you. Our next evaluator, please put your hands together, welcoming Toastmaster Abhishek to evaluate Toastmaster Anindita's speech. Toastmaster Abhishek, stage is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator. And a very happy evening to all the Toastmasters and the guests once again. My target speaker is attempting her project on a story connect with the storytelling. For a storytelling to be successful, we need a proper opening where we are able to connect with the story, and we need a proper message at the end of the story so that we are having some takeaways from the story. Both of these are well taken or well done by my target speaker, Toastmaster Anindita. Kudos to them. To improvise further on the stories, there are 4 key attributes that is required to have a proper connect with the audience during a storytelling ability. The first one is speaking the story in the first person. My target speaker, Toastmaster Anindita, made a story from her own life and presented in the first person so that this enhances the connectivity with the audience, and this fulfills the purpose of the project. The second foremost required thing is the pace of the speech. That is, we must add pauses whenever required to add the dramatic improvements to our speech, which was again well done by the target speaker, Toastmaster Anindita. If at all, I could give some recommendations, I would recommend her to add few more pauses wherever required, so that whenever you are, say for example, you are telling about your brother. So it was he has a 4 legs, flurry body, so and so. So if you are able to give some passes after each and every attribute, the eagerness with the audience will improve and will be very keen on your speech, like what will you say next? So the eagerness will improve when you are adding the pauses in such kind of twists and turns that you are presenting in the story. The third foremost required thing is the performance. Performance means something like a vocal variety or a modulations in your body language. It's something like that. So when you are telling that your dad said so, you could have add some vocal variety so that those who Toastmasters or myself who, if I am not active at that time, due to your vocal variety, I will be looking upon what is she trying to say. So this again grabs the attention of the audience when I am going to adapt a vocal variety during the storytelling, because vocal varieties can mostly be used in this kind of storytelling projects than with other projects. Coming to the last point on the body language and gestures. If at all I could give some recommendations at this point, our body language and gestures can be more free and more improvised when we are presenting the speech in a standing posture than on a sitting posture. Because while sitting and presenting, knowingly or unknowingly, we restrict ourselves with the body language and gestures that we are able to produce. So I recommend you to narrate these stories in a standing posture so that your body language can be further adapted or further improvised so that the audience attention is not at all lost at any point in time between the speech. For example, when you said you are crying, so that you could have had your body language so that you are acting like you are crying, something like that. This can again improve the attention of the audience. Overall, the speech was phenomenal one. To make it as a movie-like experience, you can have these kinds of body language recommendations and also giving pass so that all the Toastmasters can see a movie with a 5 to 7 minute speech. Thank you, and over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek, for wonderful evaluations. That's also evaluation part. All evaluations over. Now we'll come to TAC report, TAC team report. We call on timer, Toastmaster Jody Thomas to present the report, timer report.
Good evening, Toastmasters. I need to first of all thank you for giving me the opportunity, and it is very important that I tell you I'm back springing here after several years, and I would like you all to excuse me if I don't think I've goofed up. First of all, congratulations to the entire lot who presented today, because interestingly, everybody stuck to time, and I think that calls for an applause to the entire lot. And the next, going on to the first speaker, Toastmaster Arun Sridhar. The time taken was 5 minutes 47 seconds. Toastmaster Paul Bhaskar, 6 minutes and 2 seconds. Toastmaster Radha, 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Toastmaster Shashikala, 6 minutes and 58 seconds. And the last one here, Toastmaster Anandita, 5 minutes and 14 seconds. And that's for all the 5 speakers who went up. Thank you once again, and I hand it over now to the General Evaluator.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, we will call on Toastmaster Gopinath to present his up-counter report. Toastmaster Gopinath.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, audible.
Okay, so this is my half-hour report. I hope you're able to see my screen. So PM Modi Uto had 2 partners. Arun Sridhar, 1 half round and 2 parts. Paul Boston, 2 constant Paul Boston, and one pause and one repetition. Toastmaster Radha, one half and one unconventional pause and two pauses and one repetition after. And Toastmaster Pratikala, two author, two plus unfold, equal, and two repetition, 484 is one after. Anandita, one part. Previous of the first time, Toastmaster Rohit, one pause and one repetition, please. Toastmaster Siddhartha, there's no repetition, those things. And Toastmaster Ravi, Arun Arthanam, one syllable 4, one syllable 5, and Toastmaster Vidyadhar, two author, all repetition, command, and there's no syllable from the Toastmaster Gopal, there's no syllable, no repetition, those ways. And Toastmaster Yuvraj, one author, one syllable. Arable, that's no filler not solution the table topic speech, those means. And before, one repetition is moving. Toastmaster Valan, two authors, Toastmaster Arvind, seven points. And the student evaluation, Toastmaster Gopal, one author. And one repetition word relevant. City has no filler words and no repetition, those means. Arable, small pause, two with evaluation. Toastmaster Pratikkumar, one author, one four, no, and one repetition word meeting. And Toastmaster Abhishek, one author. This is my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gopinath. Next, our grammarian report. Manoj, please present your grammarian report.
Thank you, Aripunagan sir. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my friends. Am I audible to you?
Yes, Manoj, you are.
Yeah. So, dear Toastmasters, I think you would all agree none of you can think about your life or in the future as well that this life can be without friends or friendship. Though the theme of the day was, "Oh my friend," but none of the speeches included or talked about the theme. On the other side, if you see, if there is no abundance, life is not possible. The theme, also the word of the day, was also not included in any of the evaluations of the speeches. On the correction side, what I feel, when you are using the word "did" with his schooling, so if you are intending to use from where you did the schooling, then you use the word "did." Otherwise, you drop it off. Better you do it like "I finished" or "I accomplished my education schooling." There were some good usage of words by the speakers, like practice leadership and engineering. Till now, I had heard only practice medicine or practice law, but yes, it's a good usage of leadership and engineering as well. On the other side, by our speaker, it has been used, besides learning, get learning, a good statement, a good proverb. To see the change, be the change. The words like pinnacle, captivate, and phenomenal were used in the speeches. One more correction, the word apology was used with the phrase like take apology. So if you can drop it off and use like I apologize or apologized, it would be a better usage of the word apology. Above this, all the speakers presented their speech very well, and they were quite motivating and quite with a good English. And with this, I finish the report and give the control to Arumugam sir. Thank you. Hello.
Sir, you are on mute.
No, I'm not on mute. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. Now my overall report. Today have a wonderful meeting and powerful speeches. We'll start with our Sergeant Holmes introductions, very elaborate level introductions. Next one is Presiding Officer introductions about story, starting with the story, paramilitary force stories. That is one of the wonderful attraction to everyone. And zeal and Jose. And next is TM Modi. Theme of the day, Friendship Day. The story starts about Aravind and Yakub. That is one of the inspiring and reminds all our college days, school days, through example stories and relationship and tag team report displaying maybe is one point we have to record in the introductions of timer because benefit of guest to displaying the color maybe we'll understand. That is one point. That's our team. And next is minutes of meeting for previous meeting present complete. That is amazing. The way is presenting 585 meeting. It is covered everything. All complete meeting is covered within 2 minutes. And next is prepared speeches. Really today's speeches, all 5 speeches, amazing. Particularly of DTM Arun Sridhar. Maybe I know him. But I don't know what is his college stories as well as everything, your personal stories. But now that is very interesting. I learned a lot of things. Next, our SPB, our Chennai Westminster SPB, the Toastmaster Bal Bhaskaran, very inspiring. At the age of 52, and he was completed PG. That is amazing, sir. Hats off you. And same way, Toastmaster Radha and Sasikala. All speeches are good. Anindita speech story about dogs, that is also amazing. Overall, the speeches are good and evaluation. Superb. All evaluator were done a wonderful job and I enjoyed thoroughly and hope everybody's enjoyed. Particularly Toastmaster Gopal, we are requesting from behalf of the club, you have to require participate every meeting because we are missing your speeches, your accidental vice president speeches. Always remember me. And overall evaluations done superb for every speech. And tag team report, one small correction, it is my mistake, it is my team. Timer report, ma'am must presented only prepared speeches. Table topic, maybe TT speeches, time missing. And our counter, maybe Toastmaster Gopinath slightly voice is increased because it's not audible most of the and things. Overall, the meeting went on very well. A lot of learning today. Thank you for giving opportunity. Mithun?
Yes, sir. So thank you, Toastmaster Armugam, for that constructive feedback of today's evaluation session. Before I close the meeting, today's meeting, I'd like to say this famous dialogue from a Hindi movie. Sharing happiness increases it, sharing sorrow decreases it. So our friends are there no matter what you're going through. You can always share your happiness and sorrow to them, and it will help you to overcome it. So take some moment to talk to your old friends or make new friends in Toastmasters. So that is all. That is of my side, and the screen is back to the presiding officer. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mithun. So we just went back to our school days and our friendship. So you made this day for us. Here I have few more quick announcements to be made. Before that, can we have some guest feedback? I don't see any guests. Maybe can we get some feedback from our members? Anyone volunteering to give? Any feedback from members? Okay, maybe we'll take.
May I add, if it is appropriate, please?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Okay. There's a quick thing because it's within our own family group. I would like to say something because everything is moved into a virtual line. I'm going to request everybody, in case somebody does take on a role, ideally it will be good if we can have it do a quick dry run because there's always a slip between the cup and the lip. So, oh my friend, what a day I had. It was a cornucopia of display of all the speeches, but trust me, when we went through it, I have done this a zillion times and it's always been a cakewalk. But when we are doing it virtually, I would really request all the seniors and all the awesome youth here to make sure you take us through a quick dry run because I was almost grappling to get something in green, red, and orange, So it went on very well. I had all the timing, everything done for them. I really apologize to the others whom I did not present, which I'll give it across. So this would be one suggestion and a request to all of you who are the key speakers and the key role players here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So we will take this forward and we'll have some dry runs here and after. It is the practice in Chennai wordsmiths to have the first time recognition. And I know Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas, Madam Toastmaster would have done this role a zillion number of times, but as a restated member, this is the first time she is doing her role. So Toastmasters, can we applaud for Toastmaster Radha for presenting her icebreaker and Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas for taking the tag team for the first time as a restated member. Thank you all. Before going,
thank you.
Before knowing who performed the best, we have few short and more important announcements to be made. We all know Humorous and Evaluation Contest of Chennai Wordsmiths is on the line, 29th August. Toastmaster Sangeeta will be the contest chair. If anyone are interested to take any roles, you can contact her. And also she has shared the link in our group. If you are willing to participate in the contest, please register before this coming Thursday. That is 12th or 13th August. Please do register before that. Since the contest season has started, TLI calendar also out for this month. We have n number of events for this month, starting from JTP and How to Wise Humorous and Evaluation session. Please do attend all the sessions because there are lots and lots of changes in the contest rule book. As a contestant, we must also be knowing few changes because if I am violating any changes, I will be disqualified from voting. So I recommend all the Toastmasters and all the wordsmiths to attend this JTP and know what are the changes that this year rule book has brought in. Please make a note of it and please do attend it. Also, as said earlier, we are having a special themed meeting in the upcoming week, 15th August. And the theme for the meeting is Incredible India. In addition to the normal regular meeting, we have more fun-packed activities and takeaways. please don't miss out the opportunity to participate and stay tuned on our WhatsApp group and social medias. We have a lots of announcements and lot of surprises to be announced on this week. Following that, Chennai Wordsmiths calendar is also getting filled with plenty of different meetings. We are having a joint meeting with NDG leaders from Canada, Toastmasters from Canada Club on August 30. Though timing is not yet finalized, it will be somewhere between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. due to the timing lag between India and Canada. And also, we are having a joint meeting with Chennai Medley Toastmasters Club on September 1st week, that is on September 5th. There are plenty of roles to grab on this joint meetings and also on this contest. Please do contact the XCOM or Toastmaster Sangeeta for the contest if you are willing to take up any roles for these kinds of meetings. With that note, it's time for us to know who performed the best for this week's meeting. And the best table topic speaker is our Toastmaster Gopal Krishnan. Congratulations, Toastmaster Gopal. And best evaluator is the past president of Chennai Wordsmiths, Toastmaster Shruti. And the best speaker is none other than our SPB of Chennai Wordsmiths, Toastmaster Paul Bhaskaran. And the best tag team player goes to Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas, ma'am, for her timer role. Congratulations, ma'am.
Very encouraging indeed. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We hope to see your icebreaker soon.
Is that the reason I got that?
The best role player goes to our Toastmaster Rohit for bringing back our school days and his crushes from his diaries. I hope you enjoyed the meeting, and now it's time for a group pick. I request all the Toastmasters to just turn on their videos for a quick group pick, please. Thank you so much. And now it's time to adjourn this meeting to 15th of August. And I request all the Toastmasters and Wordsmiths to be present on 15th of August. We have lots of funds to be cherished upon and lots of more memorable moments to cherish upon. And I adjourn the meeting number 586 to 15th of August. Thank you so much for all the Toastmasters and guests for participating, and let's have some networking now. Let me stop the recording so this will go off record.